If only these tractors could talk. They tell you about the many days spent in sun-soaked fields pulling plows to furrow soil for planting seeds. But today, they've come out of retirement. First stars in a parade, and then to the fields to compete in the 73rd annual provincial plowing match and agricultural fair in Dundas, Prince Edward Island. Barry Wilson knows the art of plowing like the back of his hand. He's competed in 6 Canadian Nationals plowing matches and also a Worlds match in Yugoslavia where he placed 3rd out of 40 competitors. He's also a judge for the event.
Plowing is the basis of your agricultural industry because if it's not plowed properly, then you're going to have problems getting your grain crops in the ground.
The participants behind me are lining up their tractors and plows, making a crown across the grass field and plowing against their opponents to complete a finish where a winner will be declared for the best plowing. Wilson says plowing has changed dramatically over the last 60 years because of the heavier equipment that we have today, but problems can still occur if it's not done properly.
You could have runoff because a certain way you plow it, depending there's a little slope on it, you want to stop that. If there's big holes in it, then you're going to have your seed falling into those holes and it's not going to produce for you.
Other problems can be rough soil, which can make it hard to travel over with your equipment.
If you have a finishing furrow and the furrow is too deep, then you don't have enough clay to fill that in, so you're going to have a big hollow in your field where that was there.
Other events that took place at the agricultural fair were 4-H livestock shows, sheep herding, open cattle show, cowboy competitions, and much more. Sandra Acorn is the president of the Dundas Plowing Match and Agricultural Fair. She says the event is about family and tradition coming together.
I'd like to think of it as a down-home, old-fashioned country fair that will teach some of our younger generation some of the old ways of farming and showing cattle and showing horses.
Last year, the agricultural fair brought over 6,000 people to the Dundas exhibition ground.
At our fair, you can actually see the heavy horses use the plow and plow the fields behind, dig up the potatoes, thrash the grain.
Acorn says they couldn't run the fair without the help of over 100 volunteers and are already planning for next year's event. Martin Poirier, CTV News, Dundas, Prince Edward Island.